EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the outskirts of the nation's capital. It's Northwest Stadium in Landover, the home of the Commanders. Here's Jake Moody to get this one kicked off. And off we go from Northwest Stadium. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Right to the air goes Daniels. He'll look underneath here for Jones. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
On 2nd down, a run. Well, how about a reverse instead? Oh, big hole left side. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Washington. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. On now, Cade York for the point after. His kick is good. And the Commanders are very quickly out to a 7-0 lead. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10. They're on 27-yard line.
Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Frankie Luvu there to make the play defensively. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now from the gun. Throw right side, pulled in by Mitchell. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
That one taken in by Mitchell. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Out of the gun, they'll give it to McCaffrey. And a good run there on 2nd down. A pickup 7. It'll bring up 3rd and 3.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him. When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a fourth and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down.
Oh, he's going to be very close. It depends on the mark. But he is short. They've held him on fourth down. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run. It's the rookie from Texas Tech. And he's trying to get around the corner, but will not. Brought down. That's a loss on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. This brought in out past the 20. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Throwing up top. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath. This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past. But here, you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit, because that one went nowhere.
And that is incomplete. Ricky Pearsall, the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a fourth down. So the drive stalls out, and here's the Aussie, Mitch Wisnowski, to punt. And he's going to lose yardage on this return. Tried to retreat, but is covered up. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Throw to the right flat. It is caught.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw still result in a big game.
On 2nd down, it's Daniels. He keeps it himself.
That's just great awareness there, Mike. He's looking downfield. He doesn't see anything, but he is locked in to get that first down. He tucks it, becomes a runner, and gets past the marker. Up the middle, here's Jones.
And he'll wind his way to about the 38-yard line. From off the edge, Nick Bosa with the stop. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll go play action here with Daniels. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He's got a man, it's McLaurin. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 25. A big play there for Washington. 37 yards. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. That's to the right side, and he's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the defense has it.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight, but it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself, and in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
Now we get whistles. Time has run out. The first quarter has come to an end. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They face 2nd down and 7. Room to run at the 40. And they will finally run him down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 32. And the 49ers first down.
1st and 10. Running left, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks to lose a couple of yards on that one.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
They'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Commanders will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Here's Daniel. Oh, the ball's out. And this is taken in by the defense. In the pocket. Throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Third and long, and here's Daniels. Oh, and that ball's intercepted. Charvarius Ward with the pick. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick six, but he does set up the offense with first and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Here's a design run. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
The reason teams love calling the quarterback's number on design quarterback runs, Mike, is because in the blocking scheme, you gain one additional blocker. It didn't matter here. The defense was ready for it, and they're able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
To the goal line and in. Touchdown, San Francisco. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball first and goal, and Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's first and 10. Receiver in motion, going right. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. Dre Greenlaw in on the tackle. Second down and 8. On play action, Daniels. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. So backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
I like the call. Using the screen as a drive starter to pick up a chunk play and get this offense into some rhythm. It's clear this offensive play caller anticipated the rush of the defense, and he was able to use it against them.
A run with the man from Louisville, Isaac Guerrero. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Here's 2nd and 2. One more time, it's Guerrero. Finding room to the 20. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
Here comes the jet sweep.
When they called that sweep, Mike, obviously they're thinking, let's pick up the first down. They didn't quite get to the chains, but I think they're going to be pretty happy with that game.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he's close to the first down. Gets 4 yards on the gain, but it will bring up 3rd down. 3rd and a yard. Slot man in motion right. They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert on 3rd and 1.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. So, 1 touchdown apiece for our two teams. 7-7 on the board here at the break. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. A touchdown apiece. 7-7 the score as we begin half number 2. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. They put a receiver in motion to the left. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Open man downfield. It's Mitchell. Look at the big guy rumble. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 78 yards. Touchdown, San Francisco. Moody now for the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers will move out to a 14-7 lead. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Throwing on second down, Daniels. Now pass deep for McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. And third down coming up. To throw is Daniels. He's going to try it here again. That is caught. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to take this one all the way. 72 yards. Touchdown, Washington. York, good on the extra point. And the Commanders will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This one taken at the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Man in motion, heading left. Quick throw here is complete. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
On the handoff, McCaffrey. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. He'll look to throw. That's caught by McCaffrey. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
On third down, here's McCaffrey. And he's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. And that is going to bring up fourth down.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. Now they'll set up to throw. Got his man at the 6. And he will get into the end zone. Ricky Pearsall, touchdown, 49ers.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. So following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the handoff, Jones. Lots of space, past the 45. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive. Look wide, get this one complete. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Now 2nd and 6 at the Niners' 45-yard line.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. Now pass deep for McLaurin.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to...
This one intercepted. Picked off by Jair Brown. And the Niners are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
McCaffrey now on 1st and 10. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Jordan McGee there on the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9. Flags coming. Looks like there was movement on the right side of the O-line. Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. To the left side. That's caught by Mitchell.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
On 2nd down, it's McCaffrey. And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. He gets this complete to Mitchell. He's got room to roam. And he will score again. Touchdown, San Francisco. That is 3 touchdowns in this one, and he's up to 11 on the season. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. Downfield, that's Harry. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Play action. Here's Daniels. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He finds De'Ami Brown. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. They'll try to run for it with Robinson.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 4th and 1.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. That's taken in. And he will score. Game on. Touchdown, Commanders. That's a 2-touchdown game for numbers 7 and 8 for the season. And now they'll go with the more popular of late analytics-driven decision. Down 8, going for 2. That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
At their own 33-yard line.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Here comes Garenda. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at the line of scrimmage. He's able to bring him down, keep it to no gain.
Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throw right side, pulled in by Mitchell. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll look to throw. He's got his man, completes a Pearsall.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion, fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Ricky Pearsall, touchdown, 49ers. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And, Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ballgame.
Now, a 2-point conversion attempt coming.
The 49ers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They run straight ahead with McCaffrey.
That decision to go for 2 was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for 2. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That'll be batted away, incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
Just a great example of not only the anticipation, but the instincts to go break that pass up, Mike. You can see he's clearly looking at the quarterback's eyes, and once that ball was delivered, he's just attacking it and breaking it up.
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Nothing better than a big man touchdown. The defensive lineman comes up with a pick-6. Celebration time for the guys up front.
Yeah, Mike, and you can always see which guys have a little running back in their pass, because this big guy, when he got his hands on the ball, he was not being stopped until he found himself in the end zone.
Extra point up and good from Moody. And the 49ers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. On the give, it's Jones. Drive will start on the ground. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. They run it once more with Jones. Maybe a couple there. It's third down. They'll go play action here with Daniels. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure there's any position on defense that's undergone as much of an evolution as the linebacker position. In the old days, they were the physical tone setters. They were the tacklers. But now, it's their ability to hold up in coverage, like you saw there, that allows you to keep those guys on the field for all 3 downs.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And it's going to be a Commander's first down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on fourth down.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for fourth down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense.
Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run with Strong. He makes one man miss, but stopped quickly as they hold him to a gain of 1. On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down. They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. That is brought in at the 10. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. They'll run with Robinson. They'll try to push forward, but only a yard down to the 2. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. We do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. The defense still has 3 timeouts, and we'll see if they decide to use them here as the offense starts taking a knee. This one all but over. Here's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Throw, left side, complete to Pearsall. Now the Commanders will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. On fourth down, it's Jake Moody time for the Niners. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Niners add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Now a deep ball looking for Brown.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's brought down, but they are out of timeouts. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And they'll take this down inside the 35. So a win here for our visitors, the 49ers. They were forced to travel cross-country. They get the early start. 10 a.m. on their body clocks. They're happy now. They come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.